Hi, welcome to English 30-2. Today I'm just going to take you through a few details in the course to help you find your way around. So when you first log into your course, this is the page that you will see. And this is a list of any courses in which you are enrolled. And you can get to this page a couple of different ways. You can go through the ADLC website, or you can copy this link and save it as a bookmark on your computer, and that way when you log in you can click your bookmark and log right into this page. So for today we're going to look at English 30-2, and this is the course introduction page. So this just shows you how many units are in the course. You'll see that the course begins with a course introduction, which you definitely need to read, and it ends with the tutorial quick links section. And I'll show you that a little more closely in a moment. But what that is just a place where all the important videos or tutorials in the course are gathered together. So if you ever want to watch one of those or read one of those again, you can go to this quick links section and find them. But you'll also find them embedded throughout the course. So you have 4 units in the course. You'll notice that you can only click on Unit 1 and the course introduction right now. And that's because there are restrictions on the course. Until you submit all assignments, quizzes, and self-checks for Unit 1, you won't be able to move forward. And so that's a good way to know if you've done everything you need to do, if Unit 2 becomes available to you. So when it's time to begin the course, you can either click on this green bar to start your course introduction, or, I like this better, go under Content and select Table of Contents. And that's just nice because it gives you a list of all of the pages in the course, so you can really tell where you left off. So here are all the pages listed. You'll notice that there are boxes with blue checks in them. If you have read a page already, you should see a blue check. If it's an assignment or a quiz, once you complete that assignment or a quiz, the blue check will appear. And that's just a way to keep track of where you left off. So for the course introduction, you're going to click on the first link, and then obviously you'll read through the page carefully. And you can either click the next button at the bottom of the page or the top. You can also click previous if you want to go back for some reason. If you need to go back to the table of contents or to a different section in the course, you can do that in a couple of ways. You have these links here called breadcrumbs. So you can click on whichever breadcrumb is the most helpful. The table of contents, maybe you want to go back to the course introduction section, and so on. Or you can go back up to content and select table of contents. So I'll show you while we're here just some things that are in this green bar. If you ever need to get back to the course list, all the courses in which you're enrolled, you can click on the ADLC icon, and that will bring you here, or the house icon. So we'll get back into our course. Also in the green bar, under content, you'll see obviously table of contents, which we discussed, or course home. And that's the page you're looking at here. This is the course home page. Under resources, you'll see the calendar. If your teacher ever directs you to go there for important dates, this is where it's located. And the glossary, obviously, is just a list of definitions of important terms in the course. So if you need to look something up, you can come here, click on the letter of the word you need, and read your definition. But you'll also find that these definitions are located throughout the course, and I'll show you how that looks in just a little bit. You also see private files. That's just a place for you to upload your own files if you'd like and keep them in Moodle, but you may not ever use this. Under communication, you have news and forums. News is anything your teacher wants to let you know about, any kind of announcement. So if there is a new news item, when you log into Moodle, that news item will appear. And it won't go away until you dismiss it. So that's a good way to make sure you don't miss anything important that your teacher's trying to share with you. And over here you have grades. So if you're looking to see your marks for a particular assignment, this is where you would come. It may take a second for it to load. But once you get there, you'll see a list of all the assignments and quizzes in the course. You'll see your mark. If there is a document that the teacher uploaded, maybe your marked assignment with comments on it and a rubric with your marks, you can find those on this page. You can also click on the assignment titles and it will take you to the assignments or quizzes in the course. So this is assignment 1.1. This is the first assignment in this course. And it'll give you a little overview about what you have to do. And all assignments then are broken down into steps. So you just follow one step at a time. Usually step 1 is the rubric. Always read this first. This tells you how you will be marked and how many marks are possible. So you'll notice this assignment is worth 20 marks, but it's a credit, no credit assignment. There are just a few of those in the course, and they are meant to allow you to practice a skill before you have to do a big assignment. So they aren't worth a lot of marks, but they are important and they are required. So this is good to know. If you complete an assignment that's credit, no credit, and you followed all of the instructions and you have the basic idea, then you will get credit for that assignment and you will get 100%. If you didn't understand the assignment or you seem to be struggling with it, your teacher or marker will ask you to try it again, and this resubmission will be highlighted or circled on your rubric. Be careful. If you see 100% on a credit, no credit assignment, that doesn't mean that it was necessarily perfect or there wasn't any room for improvement. It just means that you got credit. You're on the right track. So always read your marker's comments in this section here so that you know what you need to do to improve, if anything. Usually step 2 of an assignment is a student example. So these are really handy. It just gives you an example of one student's response, and it doesn't mean yours will be the same, but at least it gives you a sense of what you might do. With every student example is a rubric, so you can tell how that student was marked and the comments that that student received. When it's time to submit your assignment, it will tell you what to name your assignment. So in this case, it says your full name 1.1 image analysis. So if your name is Joe Smith, you put Joe Smith 1.1 image analysis, and then you submit your assignment on this page. So you click the Add Submission button. And what will happen is a box will pop up and it will allow you to select whatever file you need, and then you can upload your assignment. So you'll see this box here. So you can either drag a file from your desktop and just place it in this white space and click Save Changes, or you can click this icon here. It looks like a piece of paper. And that's called the file picker, and that just allows you to find files on your desktop. So I'm going to select Upload a File. It'll take me a little bit to load all the files in my desktop, but then I'll be able to browse and select one. Once I've selected my file, I click Upload, and I'm ready to go. While I'm here, I'll show you a couple of other things. Anything that's in orange is important. In this case, these are all things you need to click on in order to complete the assignment. The key words in the course, the ones that are located in the glossary, are also in orange. So let me see if I can find an example to show you. So on this page, you'll see that theme is in orange. If you click on that keyword, the definition will pop up for you, so that's pretty handy. And lastly, I want to show you one last thing. There are several quizzes in the course. Some are for marks and some are not. Self-check quizzes are not for marks, but they are required. So, for example, the first quiz in the course assesses your understanding of visual text. So these are the instructions. It tells you that you're allowed 3 attempts. It tells you that it's a self-check quiz, that it's required, but not for marks. When you're ready to start your quiz, you click the button at the bottom. And you'll notice that you do, in this course, have access to the glossary, even inside the quizzes. So you can click on these words and see the definitions if you'd like to. You answer the questions. You look up any answers in your course materials to make sure you get them right. Click the next button. And when you're ready, you can submit your quiz. So it's important to make sure you do well on these self-checks. If you don't do well, you want to try them again until you feel that you've got the content down. Once you've submitted a self-check quiz, you're going to get answers immediately. It's going to tell you which answer is correct, and it's going to tell you why. So take a moment to read that. It's worth your time. This information will appear throughout the course, including on exams. So that's about it. I hope that gives you a good sense of where to locate things in your course. If you ever have questions, you always want to contact your teacher, and you can do that by clicking on this Apple icon. I wish you lots of luck.